1894, the cleaning woman Marie Bastien stole a torn letter from a wastebasket here in Palais Beauharnais and handed it over to the French intelligence service. This marked the beginning of the well-known Dreyfus affair, a political scandal that divided the Third French Republic from 1894 until its resolution in 1906. Today, in the age of digitization, social divide no longer requires laboriously stolen documents from the trash. Personal data is continuously collected and the individual is being made identifiable. This exhibition is all about traces. Traces we leave in the physical world, traces we leave within the digital world, and traces of history. Origin is the very first image of the entire work cycle of the Summe meiner Daten, where I simply photographed the glass display of my smartphone in the kitchen of my atelier. I realized that there's a viable way to translate my thoughts on digitization into a visual language. Over time, I photographed the ever-changing traces, later on also using smartphones and tablets of others who had no idea what I was doing. Important to me is that the traces, marks and fingerprints in all these photographs result from a functional interaction between the human being and our today's communication devices. So as abstract as the images appear, they are actually documenting photographs where absolute abstraction merges with absolute realism. Works function as both an important contribution to the issues of social and political development and the historical conversation between photography and painting. Photographs that essentially appear as paintings, but whose aesthetics are a result of their underlying creation method. At a time where photography sinks into common graves, abstraction at least makes it necessary to pause for a moment, to consider what the images mean, their genesis or process of creation. Therefore, I understand the works as drawing horses, ideally fostering a broader dialogue, interest and hopefully awareness about digitization and associated shifting reality of humanity. Schöne neue Welt is a series I'm working on today that started in New York City shortly before the outbreak of the pandemic. Therein, smartphones are being destroyed in every conceivable way. I am thinking about how difficult it becomes psychologically to destroy these magic boxes and how they almost transform into living creatures. But I also question if destruction is an integral part of beauty as opposed to how destruction can turn into something beautiful. Photography is not only about seeing. It is also about reading. It is about listening and most of all about something to feel.